What's up, family? Today I want to share with you why is it so damn hard to change. You see, in order to change anything, we got to change our energy. But everybody seems to be stuck in what is called the default mode network. The default mode network. You see, thoughts and feelings are continuously going on. It's a continuous vibration. Our feeling is emitting a vibration. Everything is energy, everything is vibration. So our thoughts and our feelings, when they're going continuously, they determine our attitude. Our attitude in this moment is communicating with our DNA, instructing it on what proteins and to code for. So it's literally instructing our DNA in the moment. So our thoughts and feelings determine our attitude. Now our attitude, what I like to say, determines our belief systems, right? So in this moment, our continuous things of thoughts and feelings determine our attitudes. Our attitudes over a period of time develop our belief systems. Now our belief systems are what determines our perspective. Now imagine perspective is like this lens that we have, this lens that we filter the world through. So everything we're seeing is filtered through our perspective, our perception. So our perception is based on our belief systems, and it all goes back to our thoughts and feelings. So anytime we're perceiving something, we're filtering it through the lens of the past. That's why it's so hard to change. Most people are seeing things only looking for the familiar. They're like, five people can be seeing one thing, four people are present and they're seeing all the colors and everything, but one person just looking at it through their perception, only through the lens of what is familiar, through the lens of their past. Now, perception is creation. So whatever we're perceiving is what our reality is. So whoever's controlling the flow of information is controlling our perception. So if we're watching CNN and Fox News and all of these perspectives all the time, they're the ones that are controlling the majority of the people's perception. Because whoever the source of the information controls the information, the thoughts and feelings, the attitude, the belief systems, the perception, which determines the creation. Now, why is it so damn hard to change? Because people, when it's really hard to be conscious 24 hours a day. So people, by definition, when they're not being quote unquote conscious, completely aware, they go back to their default mode network. Their body becomes addicted to the thoughts and feelings of the past. The body becomes the subconscious mind. So the body is craving the feelings, the chemicals, the neurotransmitters, because every time you have a thought and a feeling, it releases a certain chemical. Now the body becomes addicted to that. So when we're just in our regular flow, a normal person will actually, when they'll just go back straight into the default mode network. Same thoughts and feelings, same attitudes, same belief system, same perspective. Therefore, they'll repeat, go back to the same types of relationships. They'll go back to the same types of jobs. They'll go back to the same type and repeat this karmic cycle, evolve or repeat. Now, why is it so damn hard for most souls to evolve? Most souls have to wait, if you want to say, because they're stuck in the default mode network, they have to wait for a catastrophic event, a huge near-death experience, someone passing away, hitting rock bottom in order for them to change their thoughts or feelings or their attitude. But we don't have to wait for that. So to change, we must face ourselves, because the external reality is a reflection of our internal belief system. Bullshit. And most, if not all, belief systems are bullshit. That's why I labeled it BS. Okay? Because in the present moment, there is no belief system. We're just filtering everything. We're sensing, not thinking. Our focus is divergent, not narrow. We're not focused on one thing. We trust the universe. We trust ourselves to be filtering in the senses, our spidey senses, our intuition. We trust it because we've gotten it to know it. So we got to face ourselves and get to know that part of ourselves. And how do we do that? We can do that through number one, meditation. So when we're sitting there and we're focusing on our breathing, and when the old default mode network, we try to go back to the default mode network because that's what we're addicted to, and we simply watch that feeling. We become aware of it. We become aware, and awareness is the first step of change. To become aware of our thoughts and feelings. In order to change something, we have to become aware of it, and we realize, hold on. We let that go, and we come back to the present moment. Every time we do that to the breath, we're cleansing the subconscious mind. We're cleansing. It's a victory. We're releasing energy from the past, right? So the more we drop into a meditation, awareness, letting the thought come and go, and coming back to the breath, we're cleansing the subconscious mind, becoming aware of the thoughts, okay? The body is becoming less addicted to, if you want to say, those thoughts and feelings. And we're once again, if you want to say, facing ourselves and coming into the present moment. And we're also getting to know ourselves, the breath, the movement of spirit within the body. And the more we can do that, the more we can fall into the present moment, fall into sensing, not thinking, right? So meditation is one way. And in order to change anything, you got to change your energy. Nothing changes without changing your energetic state. Now, the best way I like to do that is, I could be in a very low vibration, and all that is you want to say is stuck energy, like the energy of guilt and shame. It's stuck in the mind. The thoughts and the feelings are stuck. Everybody, most of society these days is stuck in the energy of the mind. Bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety. The mind is stuck on the past. And what we realize is we can move energy and we can transmute energy. From shame, guilt, anger, to love, joy, and peace. It's all the same energy. It just needs to be moved and liberated and increase the frequency. Now, the best way that I found to change your energetic state is movement, breath, and sound. Right? Movement and breath. For example, when someone goes swimming for 30 minutes, they're moving and they're breathing, or running in the mountain for 30 minutes. So they were depressed before, but you ever see anyone pop out of the pool and the first thing they say after swimming for 30 minutes is, I'm depressed, I'm anxious? Run for 30 minutes on the beach, the first thing they say is, no, it doesn't happen. Why? Because they just changed their energetic state. So they changed their, if you want to say, their energy, their thoughts and feelings, by unsticking the energy, by moving the energy, by changing the energetic vibration, movement, breath, and sound. Now you can change your environment. If you're going into the same job, you're in a relationship that gets you into the same thoughts and feelings, the same attitude, the same cyclical patterns, marry the same type of person 5 times, get us divorced. Nothing changed in your thoughts, your attitude, your feelings, perspective. So you're going back to the same thing, evolve or repeat. Now we can change our environment. We can quit our job that has been giving us low vibrations, that we know is not in accordance with our soul's alignment. We can get out of that relationship, which we know is abusive, that we know is not serving our best environment. And then we can switch to something that is a relationship, a job that is in alignment with our soul purpose. And tell me who you're with, and I'll tell you who you are. If you want to be a superstar, you got to start hanging around with superstars, because everything is energy and vibration. The top 5 people that you spend the most time with, you're going to take on their energy. That's the energy of psychology. By spending 10 minutes with someone, you already start acquiring some of their personality, some of their traits, some of their energetics. So by changing your group of friends, changing your job, changing your environment, you can slowly start changing your attitude, your thoughts and feelings in accordance to the energy that you're surrounding yourself with. Change your music, change your movies you watch, change all that stuff, because it's all energy. Now, facing yourself is the greatest battle anyone will ever face. The greatest battle anyone will ever face is facing themselves. Now, if you are a chicken and you don't want to do that, there's a shortcut. Now, who doesn't like shortcuts in life? Now, I'll tell you the shortcut. The shortcut is service. The end game of all spiritual paths is service. Why do we meditate? Why do we do breath work? Why do we do yoga? Why do we do any of these things? Why do we believe in Jesus? Why do we do go to ashrams, do vipassana meditation? The end game of all spiritual paths is service. If you're not feeling like you want to face yourself and go into the greatest battle ever faced, I'll tell you the shortcut. Lose yourself in service. The deeper you lose yourself in service, the deeper you will experience the Father's love, the mother's love. And it's impossible to help someone else without helping yourself. You see, it's a shortcut. Love God's children and God will love you. That's why there's such a thing called karma yoga. You just lose yourself in service. And as you do that, you see, the studies have found when you're serving, creating with intention to help someone else, doing healing treatments on somebody else, creating content that's going to help somebody else, your dopamine naturally increases, your serotonin naturally increases, your neurotransmitters naturally increase. So the quickest way out of depression is to lose yourself in service. Quickest way out of anxiety, stop thinking about yourself, focus on helping, serving someone else. You see? And so that's why Jesus said, what you have done unto the least of them, you have done unto me, because we are all one. And when I'm loving someone else, I'm loving myself. When I'm serving someone else, I'm serving myself. And so if I don't want to face myself, lose myself in service, and then my thoughts, my attitude, my perspective will change. Love you, Life family. Change your breath, change your life.